you can see, there's literally hundreds upon hundreds of fabrics to choose from, but only a few meet certain standards. Much of the fabric we bring in is amazing quality, but there's only a select few that are branded either OptiClean or Revolution fabrics. Let's understand why. If you choose a light fabric like this, you're going to want to know that it resists staining. Revolution and OptiClean fabrics are designed with family life in mind, but let's stop talking about it and put it to the test. I brought you over to the test kitchen, which is my kitchen, but hey, we got all kinds of good stuff to try out here. And I've got a couple of pieces of the Revolution fabric and a regular polyester fabric. All of these fabrics are going to be excellent quality to live with in your home if you have pets, kids, and partners that are dumping things onto the sofa or tracking things in and making a mess on it. But I really want to put to the test the Revolution fabrics with some of our common household things. Well, good old mustard. I mean, I know you always say you're not supposed to eat on your sofa, but let's face it, when your favorite sitcom's on, everybody's using the coffee table as a table. So we're gonna put a little bit of mustard onto here. And this is a really great test for these light colors. Whenever someone comes in for a light colored sofa or accent chair, we often recommend using something like the Revolution or the OptiClean fabrics. We're also gonna throw, a little bit of ketchup, which is coming out all on its own there, onto here. Last but not least, why not a little bit of Frank's Red Hot Sauce, because that stuff goes on everything. Test number 1, you've got ketchup, you've got mustard, and you've got Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Now they recommend that you blot as much as you can off first. So some paper towel, and we're just gonna try and get the biggest amounts of the stuff off of here while we can. Toss that out. And we're still left with some definite residual stains on here. Revolution fabric says that you can also use a little bit of a bleach solution on here. I'm just going to use some Dawn dish soap that I have and see what happens. Wow, that bleach took that right out. All right, so we're back, and it's quite amazing actually. When I first put the Dawn dish soap on, wherever I had put the dish soap, it actually cleaned it up really fast. Where I had the hot sauce was a little bit tougher one to get out. You could still see a little bit of an orange hue to the background of it. And so I used the bleach solution on there, and wow, literally as soon as I did that, it was gone. This is clean. I am actually really surprised and really impressed with how this performed. Now let's put it to the test against just a regular polyester fabric. So following the same principles, try and get as much blotted off as you possibly can before you start doing anything else. Kind of grab it and lift it away. Try to push it towards the middle so that you aren't making the stain bigger than it needs to be. Always work from the outside in when you're trying to blot it up. And then we're gonna go in with the Dawn dish soap again. And we have another piece of fabric that turned out pretty darn good. Now again, this is 100% synthetic materials in the polyester, just like these guys with the polypropylene or the OptiClean fabrics, and it has come out pretty darn clean. I don't know how it would have turned out on a much lighter fabric like we were testing in this one. If getting into the Revolution or the OptiClean fabrics is out of your budget range, or if it isn't coming in a fabric that you're loving, the next best bet would be going into a full synthetic product like a polyester fabric. One last test that we want to try is we watched the kids playing with markers on the videos, and I want to see if this really works. You know what happens. The kids start coloring, they're paying attention, it either bleeds through their paper or they just keep going on anything they've got. So I'm gonna put a little bit of marker on here, here, and here, and let's see how well this will come off. All right, the marker test seems to have been the final straw for one of these fabrics, and It is the non-Revolution OptiClean fabric. It really didn't have any chance of getting this marker out. I tried the bleach solution, which is probably gonna have left a mark on here at the end of it all, even though I rinsed it really well, but it looks absolutely black on there still. On the other two fabrics, this one is a little more highly colored and you might not be able to see it as well, but it got a good portion of the marker off. This fabric, being this really light color, I really didn't think it had a chance, and it got most of it out. And if I would have rubbed and scrubbed a little bit more, maybe left the bleach on there a little longer, we might have got the whole thing out, but I didn't have that kind of time available to me for this little demo. But I'm still incredibly impressed on this creamy colored fabric, how well that came out of this fabric. And there you have it. The test kitchen shows Revolution and OptiClean fabrics have what it takes to take on the worst messes in your home. Both Revolution and OptiClean fabrics are designed with life in mind and are resistant to messes made from pets, kids, and partners too. So in choosing fabric for a high traffic piece in your home, check to see if it has that little tag that says Revolution or OptiClean.